Katie Archibald has won 4 out of 4 elimination races this season in the Champions League. Can it be a 5-star performance? She doesn't need to do that to win the Champions League, however. She's up against Anita von Stenberg for the title. Katie Archibald looking to retain the crown she won last year. To do so, she needs 4 points. That is a top 12 finish. Of course, that all changes if Stenberg is eliminated early on.
Lots of things to consider there. I'm wondering how much Katie will be aware of that, or how much she'll just be focusing on running the best race she can. Graphic on the screen there confirming if she's in the top 12, she will win the overall. I think Katie will have probably worked that out. A bit like we saw from Dylan Bibic, clearly racing aggressively early on, getting to the lead, keeping himself safe. But Katie, with all the support in the crowd here, flag is out. She loves racing in front of the crowd. That's her mum there in the pink jumper, enjoying every minute. She's been at many of these Track Champions League across Europe, the whole series. #1 supporter.
Wonderful. So 18 riders, 1 eliminated every 2 laps. The last rider standing wins. This is the elimination race for the final time in the grand finale of this year's Track Champions League. And Katie Archibald against Anita von Stenberg is the duel we're watching for the overall title. One final reminder whilst we're on the neutral lap before the gun goes, and before this gets very busy indeed, that Archibald will win the league with a top 12 finish. And in contrast to Dylan Bibic, these races are often ridden by Archibald early on from the front anyway.
Yeah, so we can see her at the moment taking up the position, as you've said, towards the front, as is Anita von Stenberg, as is Lara Gillespie, who's also impressed in these elimination races. Archibald just getting swamped a little bit there.
So dangerous, she drifts down. Looks okay for this particular elimination. And we look back, and that will be, I think, the rider in focus there. Amalie Winter Olsen, who will be eliminated, shakes her head. It's not been a great Champions League for her this year. No points. Helen Hesters, who's just been busy giving a birthday cake out, is at the back here. Just 18 years of age, by the way. Here to learn in this Champions League this year. Looking pretty good as well, because she's chosen tactically that right position at the top. She needs the legs to try and get around, though. She will get around. The problems here will lie at the foot of Emma Cumming, who's eliminated second again. No points. Disappointing end to this year's Champions League, again, for a very popular Kiwi rider. Bell rings again. Ellen Esters still at the back on the wheel of Gacchiola here. Selva, the Italian, just alongside them in the navy blue. Now Archibald is moving up towards the top. Stenberg is in the middle, again looks safe, and that is going to be Esters, who is the third and final rider who leaves the race without a single point. 16th place to Helen Esters.
Katie Archibald keeping safe here at the moment. She's on the outside, so pushing a bit of wing, going a bit of a further away round, but keeping herself out of a potential moment where she was almost got boxed in earlier on, but found her way out of that nicely. Looking perhaps towards the bottom of the track here, there could be some danger, or is it at the top?
That is at the top this time. It's Antonietta Gacchiola who quite clearly is off the pace there, but you're always worried, as you say, right at the bottom there. I know we're a bit like a stuck record when it comes to talking about that, aren't we? But it is so important in this race. Yeah,
it's always fascinating watching a lap to go who looks relatively safe, but with no actual space to manoeuvre themselves. It's quite a skill if you can work that out. From our privileged position up here in the stands, it's very much easier up here than it is when you're in the bike race.
Once again, Archibald was at the 200-metre line, the last rider there, but she gave herself a lot of room to move on the outside. She has no issue, no problem. It is a British rider who's going to be eliminated this time, though.
Yeah, that is Kate Richardson, one of our riders that unfortunately crashed yesterday in this elimination race. Wasn't able to complete the night of racing, but good to see her back racing this evening.
14th place for Richardson. Katie Archibald needs to avoid being eliminated in this particular lap. And if she does, she's won the Champions League. She's moving up in that light blue jersey. Still in a good position at the moment as well. Stenberg is there too. We're watching the back as Archibald survives. Archibald is safe. There's several riders in trouble at the back. And it's Francesca Selva who goes. 13th place then for Selva. A reminder that Archibald needed 12th or better. She's going to get 12th or better. She's the winner of this year's UCI Track Champions League.
She certainly is. Francesca Selva not happy about that elimination, just putting her hand in the air there. I was thinking it was perhaps Lara Gillespie, but no, on we race. That elimination is confirmed.
It's another one that was tight as Archibald is moving up. Of course, she's unbeaten in this race. The cheer is because there are a couple of British riders in trouble at the back. But it's Maaike Brandvacht of the Netherlands who is out. Maaike Brandvacht, who is eliminated in the orange. And the victim of what you were talking about a couple of laps ago, stuck at the bottom of the track. 12th place for her, and there is Katie Archibald confirmed on your screen as the Champions League winner. But no time to celebrate now. She wants to win this. That 100% record must be an attractive thing to chase as well in this competition.
Of course it is. We love a few of the stats here, and yet if she were to win this, it would be a 100% record at this year's Track Champions League. Unfortunately, it looks like it's Danny Kahn eliminated that time, the British rider who won yesterday's scratch race, taking 11th place for her.
Bell rings again. Trying to get up there on the inside was Gillespie, not quite managing it. She's bunched up a little behind and stuck at the bottom of the track. She has to move and flare up, and suddenly is in a little bit of elimination trouble as they come into the final two turns. Archibald in that good position higher up on the track. Of course, means she has to pedal further, however, but that position is a good one for her. It's not a good one there for her compatriot, however.
Sophie Lewis there, eliminated. Another rider who came down in that crash yesterday. Wasn't sure she was going to be able to race this evening, but she is.
9 riders remain on the track in the final endurance event of this year's Champions League. Katie Archibald has just been crowned the winner. But can she win the elimination race for the 5th time in succession? She's riding it perfectly so far. But she does have competition. Stenberg is staying in the mix as well. Of course, she's not won a race yet. It would be lovely for her to win a race, even though she's been consistent and up there in the Champions League this year. It's Coles Lister who's out here, however. Eight riders remain. And yet again, that sound means in one lap's time we'll lose another. Stenberg at the back, but again having to move up as an option. Archibald is there. It's getting more difficult, isn't it, to hide in here? You keep looking at the back. They come together. Oh, that is tight. It's a question of centimetres. It looks like it might be Sarah van Dam, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. Our camera just focusing there. Sarah van Dam, so both Canadian riders out now.
8th place for Van Dam. Archibald remains. Balasaitis there. Evans, Gillespie, Sedgkova, Williams and Stenberg. Archibald just timing that move perfectly every lap.
Yeah, she's incredibly skilled for this event and you know, knows her rivals really well, of course.
Keep your eye on the bottom of the track here. That might be near Evans, you know. Gillespie was there too. It is near Evans, I'm afraid. Winner of the scratch today, finishes in 7th in the elimination. And she goes. 6 riders remain. It's just after that 200-metre point, isn't it, where Archibald accelerates every lap. And invariably at the end of the lap, though, she's right at the front. This time it's Balasaitis to go, Joe.
Yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing. As I was saying earlier, she's a rider that always studies bike races as well. She's a fan of watching it herself, but you know, very studious when it comes to seeing how bike races are won, men's or women's races, but also seeing what her rivals do, where they normally go, where they attack.
Racing is racing, and Katie Archibald's rather good at it. Race starts to change here. Less riders on the track. There was that first bit of hesitation since the gun went there, and now they go again. It's Williams who's at the front. Archibald in a little bit of bother here, though. Katie Archibald's going to have to really go for it. Can she manage it? She can. And this might be Williams. We'll have to check. It is Lily Williams who goes. Archibald there, playing with fire.
Playing with fire indeed. I would like to say she was doing that to please the crowd, but I think there was a little slightly nervous moment there where she had to just get herself round. No problem when it came to the finish line. Bell goes again, another elimination coming up.
And Sevchkova, I think, is going to be eliminated before we even get there. She's lost the wheel already. So 3 riders out in front. They don't really have to worry here, because at the bottom right of your picture, Petra Sevchkova is already out of gas.
She is. So 4th place for her. Hidden really well in that race, never really in danger. The less we talk about a rider in an elimination race, the better, because it means they're hiding well and following the wheels. Now down to our final 3.
Lara Gillespie in the green. Anita von Stenberg in the red and blue. In the light blue, the leader. Champions League winner-elect. She knows it's coming her way. It's Katie Archibald. But can she finish it with another crowning moment? And she's going to have to dig deep here, because they're going to come off the wheel and sprint around her. Stenberg's coming around. Gillespie's right at the bottom. Archibald runs out of gas. And despite winning overall in the Champions League, there will be no final crowning lap this time. It's only the 3rd time ever in 3 seasons that Katie Archibald has not won an elimination race. It's an incredible stat. She's getting a huge cheer here. We'll come on to her in a minute, because we've got a race to call. 1 lap to go. It's Stenberg in the red. It's Gillespie in the green. And Gillespie's in the perfect place here. Stenberg, who's still not won a race. Gillespie making a move, trying to pull away. But the Norwegian is fighting. She's got her teeth gritted, trying to come around. She'll try and win her first race of the season, can she? But it's Gillespie all the way. She gallops to the line. And it's an Irish victory in London. Lara Gillespie wins the final race of the Endurance League, and the Endurance League winner, the queen of the 2 wheels on the boards, is yet again the incomparable Katie Archibald. Delight for Irish fans as Lara Gillespie rides the perfect race. She went into that last lap on the wheel, made her move, but this was the moment that Katie Archibald just could not find anything else.
Yeah, it was tough for her leading round for that final lap before she was eliminated. Both riders following her, fighting all the way to the line, pleasing the crowd as always. Not quite meant to be. 3rd place for her. Like you say, such a consistent record in this elimination race, but victory to Lara Gillespie this evening, another really popular winner.
Even the very best can't win them all. But that is a great moment for Lara Gillespie.